This pipe smokes great, man. I'm going to put a link, and the only reason why I'm doing this is because Beans, he's the antithesis of like a corporate marketing shill. So seldom will he ever even mention his pipes. He makes wonderful pipes. They come out in batches. He'll post it. You have your opportunity, first come, first serve, which I like. You can get it, you can get out. You have to monitor the website. It's eBay. But for me personally, I just kind of want like a sentimental piece of the community. And I think you get that with these pipes. You know, any one of us at any time could pass on. We see it all the time. We saw it with matches. God rest his soul. You know, someone else recently, though I don't remember the name, I think it may have been Larry. There was another loss in the YTPC. It's like, man, you just never know when your time comes. And I don't know everyone in the YTPC. I mean, even though I was here and I left and I came back, I'm still new to this community. But to me, you know, Beans has been around long enough where he's kind of like a mutton chop piper or a Matches 860. He's like one of them golden classics of the YTPC, and he just happens to design, craft, and sell pipes. And I mean, there's a lot of people in this community that do it. But for me, it's kind of sentimental. It's like having a piece of the YTPC. It is having a piece of the YTPC. I mean, he slaved over this on a block of wood in his garage, 20 below Celsius, not Fahrenheit. You know, his wife was yelling at him like, get in, all you care about is that dang pipe. And he made that for me. For me. Look at it! Yeah, this is gone. My poker just barely reaches the bottom of the bowl to the heel. And I'm not exactly sure if you call this a poker. Perhaps it's called a spade bit. Maybe it's called a poker. But I call it a poker. It's a poker. It just barely reaches the bottom. Another reason why I feel like this pipe was made for me. I didn't want to say this because I didn't want to embarrass anybody, but Matches, when he made this pipe for me specifically, Matches. I mean, Beans316, Brian. Sorry. I've had so many people on so many different occasions make so many different things for me. Beans316, Brian Doran, made this pipe for me specifically. And when I opened it, a couple of butterflies flew out of the box. I couldn't believe it. I was like, how did those get in there? And how did they stay alive? But they did. And then when I looked down in the bowl, there was poetry written. Like little tiny midgets were shrunk down by that Honey's I Shrunk the Kid thing, and they chiseled it in there for months. And it had this beautiful poem that I won't read because it's very secret and very sentimental. Very esoteric. If I were to read this poem, the internet would be shut down as we know it. But what's so beautiful is that when you create a carbon cake around the poetry that was personally engraved on the inside of the bowl for me, for this guy, by Brian, never done it before with anybody else, guaranteed. It glows when you smoke a bowl, like in Lord of the Rings when Gandalf threw the ring into the fire pit and he was letting the stupid hobbit look at it and he's like, do you see any signs on it? And he's like, oh my God, yes, there's some form of Elvish. It does that while you're smoking it. And it just radiates the love that Beans316 has for me. So when you ask me, is this sentimental? Yeah. It's sentimental. Okay? And no, he's not making any. These are limited editions, off the shelves. He doesn't do this anymore. Okay? Like I said, he's the antithesis of a corporate shill or a whore. You can't pay him enough money. He just does it if he loves you, and clearly he loves me. I mean, he might love you. I don't know. I'm not saying he didn't. I'm not saying he doesn't like you. You know, sure he loves your business, but you know, I'm just saying, do you have poetry in your bowl? I do. I do. Anyways, I'm not bragging. I was just, the craftsmanship's beautiful. God, that's amazing. I love this pipe. I'm going to get out of here before I embarrass myself any further.